Play for our special tribute to Metroid.
Today we're looking back through the Metroid series and remembering how good games we already played are.
2 years ago, Nintendo released a sequel to Metroid Prime.
Innovatively, they decided to call it Metroid Prime 2.
They did add the word echoes as well, though very little of the game has to do with acoustics.
Or dolphins.
If only Samus and Echo the Dolphin could team up to fight crime together, now that would kick ass.
But corporate synergy being limited, what we got was just a regular old evil Samus. Here's our review of Metroid Prime 2, Echo.
We loved Metroid Prime. It probably would have been our game of the year back in 2002. Well, if we had such a thing back then. Now it's 2 years later and Samus is back on the cube and she's a little older, but not much wiser. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes begins with Samus doing her duty as an intergalactic bounty hunter by investigating a lost patrol of space police on the planet Aether. When she gets there, surprise, surprise, her ship craps out, leaving her stranded. She eventually stumbles upon the Lost Patrol ship, where she finds that bad things have happened. For someone who's supposed to be a savvy bounty hunter, Samus sure has a poor memory. Time after time she investigates a problem, only to have her powers taken away. How about next time you leave the hardware on the ship until you know what's going on, girl? And alas, in Echoes, it happens once again, and Samus sets out to recover her abilities while trying to solve the mystery. And of course, what would a Metroid mystery be without space pirates? And yes, they've also returned, but they're not the only menace on Aether. And then there's Dark Samus, who obviously isn't a girl. No female would be caught dead in the same outfit. Aether has been split into two planes of existence, a dark side and a light side. The toxic dark side is ruled by an evil race called the Ing. Squaring off against foes in the dark world is annoying, because Samus must stay under protective umbrellas or lose extra health. The light-dark mechanic is more irritating than innovative, and many times you'll have to pull a carry and flip-flop from one world to another just to solve a simple puzzle. And this brings up another issue with Echoes. There's simply too much backtracking. You'll get a message with a new objective, and then you'll have to open the map and try to figure out how to get there. The first handful of hours is truly a blast as things roll along at an incredible clip. But eventually, you'll be spending a lot of time running through the same areas over and over again, looking for the one door that hasn't been opened. Yeah, we know this is how Metroid works. But if this series is ever going to compete with the Halos and Grand Theft Autos, this has to change. Hey, man used to think the world was flat. Otherwise, Metroid Prime 2 is just as good as the first. The attention to detail is second to none. You get some new gadgets to fiddle around with, and there's also an increased emphasis on the morph ball, which we love. And of course, the combat is sublime. We give it a 4 out of 5.
Playing games like Metroid Prime 2 or Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones always makes you wonder what evil Adam is like.
He's probably a brunette.
Yeah, and I imagine he's got stronger bladder control than me. It's hard to be evil when you're doing the pee-pee dance.
Yeah, I always wonder what good Morgan is like.
Probably a lot like Reese Witherspoon.
But deadlier.